sometimes it can be a shootout. We'll see. Texas, OU. And we're underway from South Dallas. Dinker sends it deep into the end zone for a touchdown. Time now to join the third member of our team on the sideline, the All-American girl, Jenny Tack.
Well, Gus, even though Spencer Rattler is an Arizona kid, he told me this week that he has tremendous respect for Red River, and ever since he decided to go to Oklahoma, he's had this game on his mind. We had a great conversation about what needs to be different for this team. He kept using the word finish. We need to finish plays, finish the fourth quarter. I'm well aware there are improvements to be made. And as for confidence, he says, when you're the quarterback at Oklahoma, everyone expects it from you. I have it.
On first down, a bobbled snap. They get it out wide to Drake Stoops, and he's dropped immediately. Stoops doing a nice job catching that football as Josh Thompson brings him down. So let's take a look at the OU offense.
Not the start that they wanted, obviously, but this offensive line, it comes in experience, but they have got to run the football better. Should be noted, Seth McGowan, a very talented freshman, is not available in this game. He was in the concussion protocol this week.
Offense, number 56. 5-yard penalty. It's second down.
And a veteran center, Creed Humphrey, one of the best centers and offensive linemen in America there, with a little snap infraction. Could not get off to a worse start here. And there was a little bobble with the snap on that first play, Gus, as Rattler had the ball slip through his hands. So a little nerves here for the Sooners. This is a young team and an experienced team, and they need some success here early.
A little frazzled to start this game. Rattler dumps it underneath, incomplete, intended for Pledger. And Oklahoma trying to find their rhythm early as we take a look at the Longhorn defense.
Keandre Coburn played his best game last week. He played very well against TCU. And Joseph Osai, the linebacker, number 46, he's going to be on the end of the line of scrimmage. He's got to be an elite player and pass rusher for them. In the back end, a veteran defensive back core. This team has 30 different players, offensively and defensively, that have had starting experience.
False start. Offense, number 52. 5-yard penalty. It's third down.
It's Tyrese Robinson, the right guard. And Oklahoma is in reverse on their first series of the game, and this is not what we normally see. How many times, Gus, have we done an Oklahoma game? They go right down the field in the first possession. Here, they're going backwards.
Third down and 25 at the 10.
Can't force the ball over the middle here.
And it's Pledger on the ground, gets to the 20. And Pledger dropped at the 21-yard line by B.J. Foster. So that will force the Sooners to punt the ball away. Not a very good opening series for OU.
But I thought a smart play call. You don't want a freshman quarterback making his first Red River start to force the ball on a third and long in the shadow of your own goal line. Hand off, know that a punt is not a bad play here early in the game, and try to establish at least some field position. We'll see what Munchau is able to do.
Deshaun Jamison is the deep man, standing at the 35. Munchau inside of his own 10. High spiraling punt directly into the sun. Oh! A flag on the play as Jamison is clobbered before being able to receive the ball. Brendan Radley-Hiles running into the receiver.
Absolutely arrived early, and now they're going to have to discuss whether he went to the head or neck
Kick
area.
interference. Kicking team, number 44. 15-yard penalty is enforced in the spot of the foul. First down, Texas.
Clearly, as a returner, you're going to get that protection of being a defenseless player, and now the Horns are going to have excellent field position as Sam Ehlinger comes on the field. Gus, veteran presence. Sunday after that loss against TCU, it was Sam Ehlinger who stood up in front of the team and said, our mistakes end now. His teammates need to take a hold of that leadership and move forward. Their first series a week ago against TCU was an utter disaster. Very reminiscent of what we just saw for Oklahoma on their first series. We'll see if they can execute here and become detail-oriented early in the game and take advantage, Gus, of this great field position.
First down and 10 at the 43-yard line for Ehlinger. He was 17 of 36 for 236 yards, 4 touchdown passes, and a pick against TCU last week. Ingram in the backfield. Ellinger throws it out wide on first down, and he has his man Jordan Whittington, the redshirt freshman from Curo, Texas. And a look at the Texas offense.
This offensive line got going late last week. They ran the ball so well. And on the outside, Jordan Whittington, he is a guy that they are going to target. He's back in the lineup. Texas fans, you've been hearing about him a lot. Well, he's finally healthy. We'll see what he can do.
Second down and 6 at the 47, and they'll run it with Ingram over the right side. Picks up the first down, lost it. OU has it. And that's what OU wants. They want to force turnovers. Isaiah Thomas recovers it. Only the third forced turnover of the year for OU.
Oh, my goodness. Ingram on his last carry last week. He tried to reach over the goal line and fumbled as Texas looked like they were going to go ahead and maybe win that game. And here, the ball just slips out of his arm. Good hustle right there from Perion Winfrey, the defensive tackle, and a turnover for OU. That's something that has eluded them for years. Only 11 turnovers of each of the last 2 seasons. And a big
Texas losing to TCU last week, 33-31 in Austin. OU falling to Iowa State, 37-30 in Ames. Third down 6 at the 15-yard line. TJ Pledger doing a nice job running the football here in the first quarter.
Juwan Mitchell has got to come out of the game here. He stayed on the field for Texas, but they stopped the game because he was down.
Juwan Mitchell was ejected from the game last week against TCU in the first half for targeting.
Texas was the player who was injured. He can sit out one play. He's not in the game at this moment. Here we go.
So Mitchell will sit out one play. He's a junior from Newark, New Jersey. Came out of Butler Community College. He's a talented player.
They really missed him when he left the game a week ago, didn't they?
Yep. Third down and 6 at the 15 for Spencer Rattler, the redshirt freshman from Phoenix, Arizona. Here's Rattler looking underneath, and it's caught. Charleston Rambo, the redshirt junior, with the catch, and he may be their most prolific receiver this season. And a flag on the play.
They are looking for that number 1 guy, aren't they?
Yes.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 98, half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Let's look. This is going to be called on Moro Ojimo. Just that shove late, clearly late. Both of the flags came out, and OU take advantage of this turnover, Gus. They get the turnover that they desperately needed, and now they've moved the ball down first and goal.
Texas had 12 penalties for 92 yards against TCU. TJ Pledger in the backfield. Rattler guns it underneath, incomplete. That one thrown a tad low for Austin Stogner.
You know, I can't help but notice, and OU struggled inside the 5 early last week against Iowa State and had to settle for a field goal. But Gus, we did enough Sooner games last year. This was Jalen Hurts territory. You know, and that big frame, his tough running, and they don't have that element this year with Spencer Rattler, so they're having to be more creative inside the 5.
Second down and goal at the 4. Rattler, quarterback draw. Can he get there? No, he can't. Nice tackling by this Texas team, and they did a much better job under Coach Ash last week against TCU. That time, Tyquan Graham got it.
And he played very well a week ago, and they're going to need him to be big here this week. OU last week against Iowa State, they did a great job of getting play action, and then Rattler out on the edge to the right side, in particular from this left hash. We'll see if they roll him out to the edge and try to get Jeremiah Hall out in the flat.
Third down goal at the 2-yard line. Rambo in motion, sets up in the slot. Rattler looks that way, hits him, and incomplete. What a nice play by B.J. Foster.
It's an incomplete forward pass. It's fourth down.
Texas ready for that play.
What a beautiful tackle on the outside by Foster. He wasn't fooled at all by the play fake. Rambo couldn't even get turned towards the goal line before Foster was there for the tackle, and the Longhorns bow their neck. A nice goal line stand here early.
So Gabe Burkich comes in to attempt the field goal. This one. Spotted at the 9-yard line. They get it up. And good. So Oklahoma on the board first. They pay off the Texas turnover. And the Sooners take a 3-0 lead on the line. And so many incredible names have participated in this rivalry. Guys like Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, just to name a couple. So the Sooners send it away. And this one takes a bounce, and it's a touchback. A win. Did it in the first series this week. Let's see how he responds. Bijan Robinson, the freshman from Tucson, in the game now for UT. Play fake. Ellinger underneath and intercepted. How about this Oklahoma team? Back-to-back turnovers. Trey Brown this time. But will it stand? There is a flag.
And Oklahoma does not look happy there as they are listening in on the discussion of the officials.
Prior to the pass, holding. Defense number 6. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
And that's on Trey Brown, the senior from Tulsa.
Boy, what a great scouting report, knowing what Texas was wanting to do. And here's Trey Brown. He's going to be covering on the outside, and he's just trying to get that little tug that draws him even, and then he goes over the top to pick that ball off. A fortunate bounce.
First down, Ellinger goes deep up the sideline, and incomplete. Brendan Eagles, who scored a touchdown last week, had a step.
It's interesting, Gus, because one of the things that Texas told us this week was that the one thing they were most confident in is that they could throw the football against this OU team. The secondary for OU is undersized, much maligned. They're very experienced, but everybody has been able to throw it well against them. And Texas has long, tall, athletic receivers and a veteran quarterback. They think that they can throw it around today.
Second down and 10 of the 35. Ellinger with the handoff. Robinson breaks it inside and goes down close to the 40. That'll bring up third down and medium.
Longhorn fans are excited about Bijan Robinson, number 5. This is a guy that comes in as the #1 running back recruit in the country, and he was a little banged up after Tech. Didn't get in the game last week, but here he is in a huge moment in Red River on a big third down.
Longhorns need 6 yards. They need to get to the 45 for first down. Ellinger in the pocket. Ellinger floats one deep in double coverage. Incomplete. Well covered by the Sooners. Jaden Davis along with Delarian Turner-Yell both covering Joshua Moore. Excellent coverage by Jaden Davis. And Joshua Moore is one of those guys with great athleticism and length. He's 6'1". Jaden Davis is only 5'10". And Ellinger is trying to put it up high, but it's just a little bit underthrown. And Davis does a great job turning back to the ball, playing the ball, and not allowing any separation. So Marvin Mims is the deep man. Ryan Buchevsky will punt it away from the 25. Mims standing at his own 20. And he gets it off. Short kick, bounces backwards, and will be down at the 40-yard line. So great field position again for Oklahoma as the offense comes onto the field. Well, folks, fans voted, and Wendy's and Fox College Football, listen, you're looking at the Wendy's Viewers' Choice Cam, which will be focused on Oklahoma's offense throughout today's game. Go to @CFB on Fox on Twitter to enjoy this alternative view for the rest of the Texas-Oklahoma football game.
Let's see if they can capitalize on this great field position. Texas, again, does a great job in the red zone. They forced TCU to kick 3 field goals in the red zone possessions last week. Did a great job on that last possession.
First down from the 40-yard line. The handoff, Marcus Major down the sideline. Striding. Oh, if he didn't get clipped. Well, his ankle snatched. He could have run that one back. DeMarvion overshown with the tackle.
And sometimes necessity is the mother of all invention, and sometimes young guys just need a chance. And without Seth McGowan, all of a sudden Marcus Major is going to get a chance in this game, and you see some of that talent, great explosiveness, and like you said, just got caught on that toe and tripped up down the sideline.
A gain of 21 yards. Oklahoma pounding Texas on the ground to start. Play fake. Rattler delivers and throws a strike, which Marvin Mims gets upfield and a first down for the Sooners. Josh Thompson with the stop.
And this is the rhythm that you need for a young quarterback. And as Coach pointed out in the pregame, a guy that, you know, he's not 6'4". Spencer Rattler's only 6'1". And now this is what you're starting to see, a little run game. Then you get a little run action pass, the ball easy throw on the outside. This is the rhythm that's going to allow Rattler to play his best football.
So a first down for Oklahoma at the Texas 29, leading at 3-0. Rattler hands it off. Major, and this time he'll be tackled for a loss. Joseph Osai brings him down. Last week Osai with 11 tackles against TCU, a career high.
And he just comes straight in from that right side of the offense, does a great job. He's going to take on Hall. Hall whiffs, and he's there for the tackle.
Rattler now on 2nd and 11, steps up in the pocket, throws across his body, wide open. Touchdown, Marvin Mims. Spencer Rattler. What a throw. Partner, I thought they said quarterbacks should never throw across their body.
When you got an arm like Spencer Rattler, you can do it. And he's moving more towards the line of scrimmage, Gus, which I think is the key. But he's going to move up towards the line of scrimmage, and then there's that space over to the left, and just a blown coverage by Texas, and there's Mims wide open for an easy touchdown.
Gabe Burkich comes in to attempt the extra point. And it's good. Oklahoma taking a 10-0 lead here in the first quarter. Marvin Mims, the talented freshman from Frisco, found his way open. 10-zip. Texas in trouble. Welcome back to the AT&T Red River Showdown on Fox. Oklahoma turns it over now. And Texas sitting pretty. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line for Sam Ehlinger and the Longhorn offense. Bijan Robinson in the backfield. And Ehlinger runs it. Throws it out wide. And it's incomplete. Jared Wiley just couldn't come down with it.
Wild play there, and not a great decision from a veteran quarterback. The defense is flying around. That is one thing that both Alex Grinch talked to us about, and even Tom Herman talked to us about from the Texas side, is this defense will fly around. They've given up big plays, but they pursue the football very well.
2nd and 10 at the 11. Ehlinger pulls it out, looks. Ehlinger in trouble. Ehlinger sacked again. Nick Bonito, the redshirt sophomore from Fort Lauderdale, tracked him down.
Absolutely brilliant coverage in the back end. Here's Jeremiah Cradell, number 22. They want to go to Whittington in the corner, but he's got good coverage. And then Ehlinger, he can't get loose because he's got nowhere to go with the football, and that's when the rush ultimately gets to him.
A loss of 6, 3rd down and 16 at the 17-yard line. Sam Ehlinger. Ehlinger runs it. Ehlinger with daylight. Ehlinger powers in. It looks like Sam got the first down. Deshaun White with the tackle. True grit there, though, by senior Sam Ehlinger.
Now the flags are going to be on Texas, but it looked like it was more of a dead ball foul. Kerstetter, the senior, came barreling in the center and hit an OU player late while he was on Sam. So lots to discuss here for these officials.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. offense number 68. 15-yard penalty from the end of the play. The down will count. It's 4th down.
So they said he was short of the line to gain. Here is he's trying to power in. Look at him. He's trying to go against all those OU defenders. Doesn't look like the ball reaches the line to gain. And then right here, there is the shove from Kerstetter. That is a huge mistake because they could go for it there on 4th and an inch with their quarterback. But as it is, they've got to settle for a field goal here from Dicker, the kicker.
So Cameron Dicker did not attempt a field goal last week against TCU on the season. He's 3 of 4. 33-yard attempt here. And it's good. Texas on the board now. Here's the last coach. You think he still knows anything about football?
I think he's more worried about how far his 52-degree wedge is.
Or his forehand down the line, you know. 10-3. 13:40 to play here in the second quarter at the Red River Showdown.
Although knowing him, that what I just said probably made him mad, and now he's coming. He was like, "Watch this."
First down, OU. The young Spencer Rattler, low snap handled by Rattler. Scrambles out of the pocket, delivers, and Mims gets his lunch handed to him by Josh Thompson.
Well, this is a team comparison sponsored by Credible.com. And OU's rushing attack has really come alive here early. And it's been the penalties, though, and the turnovers, the mistakes so far for these teams that have really spoken volumes. Big mistake on that last possession by Texas, by Kerstetter. Unforced error there with that penalty.
And they'll run it this time with Major. No room for Marcus Major. When you look at both these defenses who have been, as you mentioned, Joel, criticized heavily. They look strong on both sides. This time it's Devondre Sweat, a.k.a. Big Lunch, with the tackle.
Chris Ash did a great job of getting Joseph Osai loose in the pass rush on 3rd down. Let's see how he is used here and see if they can creatively get him loose. He's going to be the defensive end on the bottom of the screen.
On 3rd down and 5. Rattler thinking about it, lost it, and Texas has it again. Wow! Jawan Mitchell, Johnny on the spot.
Recovered by the defense. First down, Texas.
Devondre Sweat was also in there on the contact, number 93, and Rattler was just holding the ball a little too long. Good coverage in the back end. He didn't have anywhere to go with the football, and as he's going up in the pocket, watch, it's still in one hand, and right there, boom, it gets knocked loose, and Texas, another huge turnover, and give their defense credit. They have now 2 turnovers on back-to-back drives that give their offense short fields, and OU's defense answered the bell on the last series. We'll see if Texas now can take advantage of a short field given to them by their aggressive defense.
First down and 10 of the 19 for UT. Roshan Johnson in the backfield with Sam Ehlinger. Give it to Johnson, trying to get downhill, and he won't. Josh Ellison plugging up the hole and making the tackle.
You know, it's so interesting, and we've talked about it. You talked about it, Gus. These defenses have been criticized heavily, and in some cases rightly so. But when you watch the film and talk with these coaches, what you do find out is it's usually 1 out of 10 plays, 1 out of 20 plays. They're playing really solid defense, both of these teams, and then all of a sudden a big play will happen, or a chunk yardage play will happen, or a penalty will happen, and so far they've avoided that.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Ehlinger sprints out of the pocket, sets up, goes deep, and incomplete. Brewer the intended receiver, but a flag on the play. Brendan Radley-Hiles in coverage.
Linebacker was also down there, Asamoah, deep down the field in coverage.
Pass interference. Defense, number 44. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
It's been a rocky start to the season for Brendan Radley-Hiles.
Yeah, he's just undersized, right? He's trying to cover Cade Brewer, who's 6'4" down the field. Boy, that don't know about that. There have been certainly other calls on Radley Hiles during the course of the year that were certainly pass interference. That one looked very touchy.
First and goal at the 6. Quarterback run. Ellinger. Touchdown, Texas.
Rushing touchdowns against OU in his career. That's insane.
Dicker sends it away, and it will not be returned from the very beginning.
That's right, Baker Mayfield. He had significant time starting in college football before getting to OU. Now we're going to get a QB change. So now Tanner Mordecai coming in, the redshirt sophomore from Waco, Texas, replacing Spencer Rattler. Mordecai is a guy they've been high on for a long time. Gave Jalen Hurts all he could handle last year in a QB competition.
And on first down, he hands it off to Pledger. So getting pulled in the first half after throwing 2 picks. They're working on him right now. Is it an injury in your opinion, or do you think maybe it was time for him to watch for a little bit?
Well, listen, he got hit awkwardly and his arm was down, and you get taken down to the ground, you never know.
Mordecai to throw it, winds up, delivers, and it's caught. Nice ball as he hits Theo Weiss. So Tanner Mordecai this season is 14 of 17, 157 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Tell me about Tanner.
Well, this is a guy that's been in this program a long time. He's going to know the offense inside and out, and now it's his chance, his opportunity in the biggest stage he's ever played in.
Weiss again with the reception. Nice move after the catch as he picks up a first down.
Gus,
Juwan Mitchell with the stop.
One thing I will tell you, as a quarterback, when you go in the game, you have to bring energy to that huddle, to those offensive players. They have to see confidence in your eye. You know where you're going with the football. Be decisive with your decisions in the passing game, and if you need to run, take off and run.
First down at the 48. Mordecai out of the pocket, and he'll find his receiver, and this is Stogner. Stogner tackled by B.J. Foster on the play.
And then I would also, in those opportunities, when you get into the game, you give some guys some love. Hey, we got this. I know you can do it. I've got you. Don't worry. All those different things. And those are huge momentum lifts to your team, even if it's just an injury with Rattler, and we'll see how he is. But Texas now has a player down. That's Josh Thompson, number 9, the corner. He had a red shirt last year after 4 games because of a foot injury.
From Nacogdoches, Texas.
He's walking gingerly. This is one of those moments. If you go into the Oklahoma huddle right now, Lincoln Riley is an experienced offensive mind. He's got a guy out there. I bet you Mordecai's heart's pumping through his pads right now, right?
Yeah.
You calmly tell him, we're going to go attack whoever comes in the game for Josh Thompson. That's what I would do, right? We would go attack, because all of a sudden now Texas is going to have another corner come on the field, and they're hurting at that position. Kenyatta Watson, who is the backup to Josh Thompson, put his name in the transfer portal this week, so they are thin at corner. And whoever comes in, you've got to at least take a shot at what they've got, and that's Jalen Green at the top of your screen.
Second down and 5.
Texas, look at this. They're going to give Green help. Look at that. The safety is deep behind him.
Mordecai handing it to Pledger. Pledger looking for space. Picks up at first. TJ Pledger. Jitterbug it. Still on his feet and down inside the 20. But did he fumble it? Did he fumble it? And he did.
On the field is a fumble. Recovered by the defense. First down, Texas.
Texas recovered. Big turnover there. Here's Ellinger. Sam Ellinger underneath, and it's picked up off the turf. Nice catch by Tariq Black, the Michigan transfer. As he's taken down by Joshua Eaton, but it's a 22-yard gain.
Yeah, big crossing route, and the Oklahoma defense got confused, and then he was wide open.
You know, they may take a look at it.
I was just going to say, he caught that so low to the ground, Gus. It wouldn't shock me if they wanted to take a closer look.
Ruling on the field was a catch inbounds. That ruling is under review.
Doesn't have anything to do with inbounds here. It's going to have everything to do with whether that ground. Okay, that was a great look by our high end zone camera, and it looked to me. Oh boy, this is going to be tough.
Ruling on the field is a catch. Mike Pereira, your thoughts on this play?
Ooh, I am like Joel here. This is one that's really close. You looked, did he have control first? Did he use the ground to complete the catch? Did the ball get all the way to the ground? Not quite sure here, as our shot just is a little off screen, but here's another shot.
Well, that looks like it was on the ground to me.
Now you can see from that shot, that's the one that shows that he actually used the ground to complete the catch.
Mike, do you think sometimes we're a little bit too precise on what a catch is and what a catch isn't?
I've been thinking that for about 5 years now. Again, this is one of those you got to look at control, though.
Yeah.
Do you feel that he had complete control before the ball touched the ground? What's interesting here, and you know, our crew's given us great shots of the actual ball touching the ground and control. So they could look at it and say, hey, he had control when the ball touched the ground, and he didn't lose possession after that. So it is a tricky one.
This is that look right there. That's real speed. You can tell how difficult that call is in real time, and you understand why the officials on the field let it go. Boy.
Here we go.
Reviewing the play, ball hit the ground. It's an incomplete pass. Ball be returned to the previous spot. It's second down. Please put 10:09 on the game clock. 10:09
Thank you very much, Mike.
On the game clock, please.
And as Mike was saying, you know, the ball can touch the ground. It's just that you have to establish control prior to it touching the ground, and you can't use the ground then to help you establish that control. They felt like it did, and it's second down.
Second down and 10 at the 18. Trips at the top of your screen for Texas. Sam Ehlinger under pressure. Ehlinger, and he'll just dump it on the ground. Major pressure applied by Isaiah Thomas, the redshirt junior from Tulsa.
That's a really smart play for Ehlinger, as our referee Brandon Cruz is announcing in stadium. The OU fans want an intentional grounding because he's certainly not out of the pocket, right? But here's the thing, that was a set-up screen pass, so he has a running back right there, and he does the perfect thing. He burns it at his feet. He just throws it right down at the running back's feet, Bijan Robinson, and that's a legal play from the quarterback. That's exactly what you're supposed to do, and he saves all that yardage.
Third down and 10 at the 18-yard line. Texas needs to go to the 28 for a first. Here's Sam Ehlinger. Steps up in the pocket. Ehlinger wants to run for the first down. Lowers his shoulder, and he'll get close. Remember, Sam Ehlinger, 225 pounds. Nick Bonito threw himself under the chariot for Oklahoma on that play.
A great tackle by Bonito, right? Because he's racing over to the sideline to try to cut Sam off, and then Sam says, no, I'm just going right up at him. Radley Hiles is in there as well. He tries to throw him there, but it's the wrap-up of Bonito that's able to bring him down short of the line to gain. Excellent tackle there in the open field.
Both these defenses, folks, tackling extremely well, playing with energy and aggressiveness.
And it should be noted, he did not use an opening of the helmet to grab him and pull him down. That's why that quote-unquote face mask wouldn't have been thrown right there. Legal tackle, excellent job by the officials.
Buchevsky inside his own 15. It's loose! Can OU get it? Picked up and down at the 5! Whoa, what a play!
Ogwebu is the one that blocked it. David Ogwebu, and Buchevsky was taking forever in that rugby-style punt over to the right side, and Ogwebu just found himself the right place, right time. Bang! gets the block. There is a flag down late, multiple flags here. A huge celebration from OU with a lot of players from their bench down in the end zone.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Oklahoma, numbers 14, 40, and number 3. It's each of those players first to the game. 15-yard penalty from the end of the play. It is first down, Oklahoma.
David Ogwebu, the sophomore from Katy, Texas.
Look how long Buchevsky took. I mean, Jaquez, number 57, obviously he's got to make that block, but Buchevsky took forever. And Ogwebu was right there and ends up blocking it. This is a really talented player, folks. 6'4", 250 pounds, and another mistake from Texas that has been the story of the year. The special teams killed them against Texas Tech. They survived. Last week, it was just self-inflicted wound after self-inflicted wound. And there's another big one here, setting up a short field for Tanner Mordecai.
Mordecai remains in the game as he comes in for Spencer Rattler, who was pulled at about the 11-minute mark of the second quarter. First and 10 at the 20. Mordecai running it. And they'll just lunge forward. Graham with the tackle along with Chris Brown.
This defense held in the red zone once before. We'll see if they can do it again.
Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7. Here's the reverse. Rambo. Texas waiting for it. Rambo bobbled up. Jitterbugging. All right, he'll gain a couple. But it didn't fool anybody. Joseph Osai once again with the tackle.
Great hustle from Osai. Terrific play from Overshone on the outside there, but now a huge third down.
Osai, Mitchell, Overshone. The linebackers really selling out for Texas in this first half. 3rd down and 5 at the 15. Jeremiah Hall enters the game in the backfield, number 27. Mordecai sprints out, looks backside, delivers. Ooh, he put that one right in the hands of Marvin Mims. Dangerous backside throw, but Mims digs it out.
Texas played great defense. They're trying to get a throwback there. Roll the quarterback out to the right, come all the way back to the left, but the defense had sniffed it out. That's why Mordecai had to throw it a little bit lower, but it was a little too low and behind Mims. How about that catch from the young player, showing off his hands? Remember, went to high school only 30 miles away from the Cotton Bowl. He's been dreaming of this for a long time.
But Oklahoma picks up a first down on the 7-yard gain. 1st and goal at the 8. Stoops in motion. They hand it off straight ahead. Pledger. Helmets flying. Pledger loses his hat. He'll pick it up. He'll have to step off for a play. B.J. Foster with the tackle.
Man, Foster has been all over. I mean, he's played a really solid game so far. Comes up from his safety spot. Excellent job by this offensive line. And then, bang, Foster comes up and hammers T.J. Pledger. He'll have to come out, which means it's going to be Marcus Major in the backfield here, Gus.
2nd down goal at the 7. Can Oklahoma pay it off here at Red River? 2020. Mordecai gives it off. Major. Touchdown, Sooners. Seven-yard touchdown run for Marcus Major, the redshirt freshman from Millwood High School in Oklahoma City.
Check out Chris Brown, the safety. He's just late getting over. Major finds the hole. Nice job up front. They pull both offensive linemen. They get the blocks, but that's where the safety has got to be, and he's just not far enough outside. We've seen B.J. Foster make a few tackles, but there it's Chris Brown out of position. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
So Oklahoma reclaiming the lead. Burkich in for the extra point. And it's good. 17-10. First, the block punt. Then the power run. OU takes the lead, 17-10. Hang off that block punt. Deshaun Jameson is the deep man. Lets that one go over his head and out of bounds. All right, let's go.
By Boston College a week ago and got a nice win.
1st and 10 of the 25. They pitch it. Robinson cuts it back inside. And he's taken down by Brian Asamoah. Asamoah 7 tackles last week, tying a career high against Iowa State.
Gus, interesting here. A true freshman on the field for OU. Number 1, Joshua Eaton on the field for one of the first times. He is a 6'2" corner. This is the future of OU. Not him specifically, but length in the back end. They've tried to recruit more length and speed, and now he's on the field.
2nd down and 9. Ellinger over the middle on the crossing route finds Jordan Whittington. And Jordan, 1st down, Texas. Deshaun White with the tackle.
I don't have to tell Sooner fans that the secondary has struggled over the years, and the starting 5 for OU have 90 combined starts, and yet the production isn't there. And Joshua Eaton is a guy that chose Oklahoma over Georgia, LSU, Texas. Even he was a 4-star player, but that length is what they want. He's 6'2", much longer, and can defend on these tall receivers like Brennan Eagles.
1st down and 10. Ellinger. Sideline caught. Another 1st down for UT. This time it's Brennan Eagles. And you look at these Texas receivers. Jake Smith is 6 feet. Eagles is 6'4". Brewer is 6'4". Moore is 6'1". So there's some big guys. Alvante Woodard 6'2". Ellinger pulls it down and runs it. Slides down at the 45.
Ooh, Gus, I love it when young players do something really well, right? Watch Bijan Robinson. He is the true freshman running back. Look at this blitz pickup. Bam! And gives Ellinger just enough time to get out of the pocket. That's showing your coaches some maturity, understanding of the offense, and the ability to stay on the field in passing downs.
Keontae Ingram back in. Remember the last time he touched it, he fumbled. Play fake. Ellinger under pressure. Throws. And incomplete. Just didn't have enough on it. Eagles was open. Isaiah Thomas with pressure again on Sam Ellinger.
That's a tough throw. He never got himself going back towards the line of scrimmage enough to throw that across his body to the left, deep down the field, because he had his man wide open. And here on 3rd down, Oklahoma has done a nice job of getting pressure with the blitz. The only problem is you usually have to man up on the outside with those undersized defensive backs.
3rd down and 6 at the 47. Sam Ellinger, pump fake. Caught on the sideline. Tariq Black. This one will stand for a big gain and a 1st down as Pat Fields brings him down.
Check out the pump fake from Sam Ellinger. He's going to get the corner on the left side. I believe that's Jaden Davis to bite into that short wide receiver, and then wide open down the sideline is Tariq Black.
Ellinger now on 1st down, throwing it in the end zone, incomplete. No flag on the play. Joshua Moore, the intended receiver, Trey Brown, who wears the same number, covering.
They're going to get Brown.
Pass interference. Defense, number 6, 15-yard penalty. Automatic 1st down.
Boy, this Texas team, this is exactly how they said it would play out. What are they most confident in? Their ability to throw the football, and in particular, throw it down the field. And when Ellinger has had the time to do it, he's been successful so far today. Not a high percentage, but gotten a couple of penalties and moving them down here inside the 10.
Ellinger, 8 of 16, 92 yards so far. 1st and goal from the 8. Whittington in motion. Ellinger looks his way, drops it off, and Whittington gets all the way down to the 1-yard line. Ryan Mead with the stop.
This is when I would go with that Q power. When I say Q power, that means quarterback power. Lead with Ingram, lead with the tight end, let Ellinger run it in.
And that's what he's going to do. Can he get in? Yes, he can. Big Sam. (17-16) with the extra point coming.
OU defended it well, but sometimes it's just about the desire of the player, and Ellinger is going to be one-on-one in the hole here with the defender for OU. And Brian Mead just can't bring him down. And Ellinger finds himself in the end zone with his 10th rushing touchdown in his career against the Oklahoma Sooners.
Texas said they had their best practice of the year on Sunday after the loss to TCU. That's when Ellinger addressed the team. He got Sam Ellinger looking. Throws up. And incomplete. Closest man to the football, Malcolm Epps. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Great coverage down the field. Not a lot of places to go with the ball here. This is Trey Norwood working kind of that safety position, and he comes right over the top. Does a great job of not making contact too early and then batting that ball away. And the mental error costs Texas, and they're going to have to punt it away. And not only that, Gus, but it backs them up. So now OU looks like they'll get some good field position for their first possession of the second half.
Buchevsky about 1.5 yards deep in his own end zone. Marvin Mims around midfield. Will backpedal. Mims will get a shot here from the 31. Can he get outside? Yes, he does. Gets a block. Still on the move. Mims hits the sideline. Mims cuts it back. Mims with the stiff arm and goes down. At the 29, Buchevsky, the punter, had to make the saving tackle. Flags on the play.
Flags came out late. That scrum right there at the end. Boy, OU did a great job. Gus, there was several different occasions where I thought, boy, this is going to be close, whether it's going to be a kind of block in the back territory. And the Oklahoma punt return team put their hands straight up and did not make contact. And that was an excellent job. Allowed Mims to get
great coaching right there.
It really is.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. On Texas, number 8. It's his first of the game. 15-yard penalty. It'll be 1st down, Oklahoma.
Let's take a look at that return, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. First, it's right here. It's Jaden Davis. He gets a good block, and then that's 0, Woody Washington. See how he just kind of maybe throws a hip. There's another hands up in the air. So they're doing a nice job. That was Jamal Morris, number 3, the redshirt freshman. That's what allowed Mims to get to the outside. And then here at the end, Buchevsky, I'll tell you what.
Buchevsky called for the penalty.
That's not going to endear yourself to your teammates. And now Rattler goes back in the game here in the second half.
He was pulled in the second quarter with about 11 minutes to go. They'll drop this one off on 1st down to Theo Howard. And if you're Lincoln Riley, you pull your star quarterback, even though he's young. You got to be careful with that, wouldn't you think?
Yes, you have to know, and only Riley does. And Coach Meyer made a great point of Lincoln Riley being the quarterback coach. Nobody knows his quarterbacks better than Lincoln Riley. So you got to know if he's mentally able to handle it. But you also, what it does is it resets your quarterback. He goes from trying to make big plays to just, hey, go out there and run the offense how I call it and how I've taught it.
Stoops in motion, 2nd and 7 at the 13. Rattler checks it down. He finds Pledger, cuts it up. Pledger! And he's ridden down at the 1. Chris Brown with a tackle. Well-executed play by Oklahoma.
That's that little screen pass we've seen a couple of different times. They were getting stalled out in the run game in the second quarter, and now what do you see? Like those little play actions and those little misdirection screen type plays. They did get stopped here inside the 5 in the first half and once last week against Iowa State, so we'll see what they've got up their sleeve here.
1st down and goal of the 2. Pledger, the single setback with Spencer Rattler, the redshirt freshman. They'll give it to Pledger straight ahead, trying to power into the end zone, and he does. Touchdown, Oklahoma. DJ Pledger.
One thing you got to know as a running back, you're going to have to be one of the guys to be your own blocker. It's called BYOB, down on the goal line. Be your own blocker. There's always going to be an unblocked defender, and you've got to be
at the Oklahoma 13.
Gus, I tell you, the guy on 3rd down that is generally open for OU when you watch their film is Stogner, number 18. He's a mismatch for everybody. He's 6'6".
3rd and 7. Rattler. And it's called for 1st down by Weiss. Theo Weiss. Catches in bunches right here.
Boy, that one was in traffic as well. Beautiful throw from Rattler, and watch Weiss as he's working against the defense, and then it's going to be crowded as Overshone tries to come from the outside, and then he goes up the ladder. Strong hands there as Overshown is trying to rip that ball away from his hands, and then he secures it through going to the ground.
First down at the 42.
There's no replay stoppage.
So first down and 10 at the 42-yard line for Oklahoma. They scored on their opening series to start this second half. Rattler was back in the starting lineup to begin the half. Marcus Major, Jeremiah Hall in the backfield with the redshirt freshman. He'll throw it quickly, sideline. Weiss gobbled it up, and it's a catch in front of Brown.
Weiss is doing a nice job on this series. And again, we keep talking about who's going to step up, be the guy. We've seen Rambo make a play for his quarterback. Now Weiss on this series has made a couple of nice catches. This part of the field, this down and distance. Gus, I always think to myself, a little bit of a shot here. Maybe play action pass, get the ball down the field.
And they'll hand it off. Major. First down. Chris Brown with the tackle. He gets up flexing, but his team just gave up a first down.
Here we go. This is their bread and butter. They're going to pull both the guard and the tackle around. They call it their GT counter play. They get both of those blocks executed, and Major is not tackled until he's moved the chains. That run game was very effective for them in the first quarter. Texas did a great job stopping the run in the second quarter, and now OU using the short passing game to soften up that defensive front, and now getting back to the run game.
First down at the Texas 31. Rattler running on his feet. Nice move. Rattler still moving, and he'll be taken down inside the 15-yard line by Jet Bush. But what a drive Oklahoma's putting together. Remember, this drive started at the 13-yard line for OU, their own 13.
Methodical. We've had a couple of great catches. Now the run game is getting going, and that was the element that we hadn't seen yet from OU's run game, is the ability to eat up the clock in the second half of the last couple of weeks, and Gus, the quarterback element, the threat of the quarterback running. So Rattler providing a little with his legs on this series as well.
15th play of the drive. First down. Pledger. All right, now that offensive line for Oklahoma moving people. Overshown with the tackle for Texas.
That's exactly what Lincoln Riley wants. And remember, this is normally an offense that loves to work quickly. Look how methodically they are moving around right now. Eating up the clock. Eating up the clock.
Are we in the Big 12 or the Big 10 right now?
Is this the Red River Showdown or what?
Shootout? It's not a shootout.
Exactly. It doesn't feel like OU Texas right now. This feels like a Big 10 game.
8-minute drive for OU. Rattler over the middle. Caught. Stogner goes down hard.
Boy, he landed hard right on his back as Chris Brown came up and made the hit. Remember, Stogner is 6'6", so he goes up, leaves his feet, and then lands right on his back. You land like that. How many of us have had the wind knocked out of us?
Dawson Stogner, who had the wind knocked out of him on the last play, he's back roaring on the Oklahoma sideline. Sooners first down and goal at the 17th play of the drive. That started with 9 minutes and 34 seconds left in the quarter. Here's the run by Pledger, and he punches it in just like that. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Whew. How about a mindset drive for the Sooners there? On that lengthy series, 10 rushes for the Sooners for 46 yards, and Pledger finds the crease. Easy touchdown as he hops in for 6.
TJ Pledger, second rushing touchdown of the game. His second of the season. Burkich, extra point is good.
Remember, the big play has haunted them and haunted them all season long. They have got to avoid giving up a chunk play here.
They're down at 4th to 16. Here comes a blitz. Sam runs out of the pocket. Nobody open and out of bounds. Look at the defense again for OU. Agwebu with pressure. And those are the names that we're hearing today. Agwebu, Asamoah, Nick Benito. Guys really playing great football.
Really are. And Agwebu, look at Sam though, veteran move, reaches that right hand out in order to, looks like, get that first down. And they'll take another look at that spot.
As the runner made the line to gain for a first down. Play is under review.
Different story for Texas and their offense. What's wrong with this Texas offense? Is it just the offensive line?
Well,
we saw them last week against TCU.
And they played really well in the second half running the football, but they haven't been able to run the football at all today. And I just don't think that they're a great, just straight drop back team. Really tough to tell there exactly where he crossed and went out of bounds on this review. I just don't think that there's going to be enough to overturn based on what we're seeing right there.
This Texas team, after this game, they'll have a bye for next week, followed by a game at home against Baylor. As for Oklahoma, Sooners also have a bye next week, followed by trips to TCU and Texas Tech.
You know, to go back to your question, no offense. And Texas came in, by the way, as the #1 scoring offense in the country, but no offense can succeed when they are forced to be one-dimensional. And here's a good look right here. Boy, I tell you what, that you know, when you couple those looks together, Gus, I could see them bringing this back and putting it a half yard short of that line to gain. Mike Pereira is with us. Mike, do you see that with that heel hitting out of bounds and just maybe a half yard short of the line?
Yeah, you've got to look at, you look at where the ball is. So the ball's in his right hand. It's impossible to tell exactly where it is when it crosses the sideline. But if you go to that left foot, and when the left foot hits down, it sure looks to me like the ball's short of the 20, which he had to get to the first down. So I like it as short, but without a down-the-line shot, sometimes it's very, very difficult to overturn it. But there, the foot's down, and if he's got to get to the 20, boy, I think he's short.
Well, and remember now, when they take this amount of time, they're only supposed to use at most 2 minutes. But when they start to take this amount of time, Mike, they're generally talking through the mechanics of what they need to do as far as where to reset the down markers, what's the clock look like in order to reestablish this as potentially being reversed and a half yard short. So I fully expect them here to move it back and make this a 4th and short. Don't you?
Yeah, and remember, the 2 minute is just a guideline. I mean, they've recommended that they get all the decisions made in 2 minutes. But if something becomes critical where they have to look at clock, like you say, then it might take longer than 2 minutes. It certainly does appear that this is.
And I think Texas is resigned to that.
When you see those chains, you look at the chains going backwards now at the top, I think that's an indication that it's going to be short.
Yep. So now it's going to boil down. Thank you, Mike. Boil down, Gus, to a 4th down.
Got to go for it here.
Yeah.
After reviewing the play, when the runner was out of bounds, the ball was short of the line to gain. The ball will be placed at the 19.5-yard line. It's 4th down. Reset the clock to 6 minutes, 36 seconds.
Gus, the gutsy call here is the fake quarterback run, jump pass to the running back out of the backfield on a little seam route. You're probably just going to see the quarterback run this when Sam Ehlinger behind a couple of lead blockers.
Game clock. Reset the clock to 6 minutes and 36 seconds. 6:36.
If you really want to be gutsy and go for it and go for a chunk play, that's what you do. Is Cade Brewer's in the backfield, and you take off as if he's the lead back like this, and then you hop over and throw it to him.
Ehlinger, once it's the first down, he dives forward and gets it. I don't know if gutsy is the right move right now for these Longhorns.
I hear you, but you know what? At some point, you're going to enter desperation mode because the clock is running. You're down 2 scores. They've got to pick up big yardage here soon.
They need to score on this drive, is for sure. As he drops it off, Brewer gets out of bounds.
And now the pass rush becomes even more important because the last thing you want as a defensive back for Oklahoma is Ellinger with a lot of time to beat you down the field. So those big guys up front for Texas have got to protect their senior quarterback while OU's desperately trying to get to him.
2nd down and 3 at the 28. 6 minutes to play in regulation. Ellinger. Well short. Jaden Davis in the vicinity as Schooler was the intended receiver.
And all day long, what I've seen every time that 2nd down doesn't convert and they go to 3rd down, Oklahoma rolls new defensive linemen in to try to get fresh pass rush on the field for the 3rd down opportunity.
Third down and 3. Ellinger, here comes the pressure. Ellinger finds Robinson out of the backfield in the 1st down. As he's finally knocked out of bounds, but he's inside Oklahoma territory. Turner Yell escorting him out of bounds.
Yeah, you got a little swing route from the back right here, and he just gets picked off. That was 23, Deshaun White in coverage, and he just couldn't get through that little pick route from the outside.
1st down. Ellinger now to Robinson out of the backfield. Nice move. Plants his foot, changes directions. Turner Yell again to a 25-yard gain, followed by a 13-yard gain for Robinson. And you're starting to see why they're so high on him in Austin. Ellinger looking, rolling, directing, and picks up a 1st down.
Now we're starting to see those chunks, right? Now another, 10 yards for the Longhorns. And moving quickly down the field, exactly what the doctor ordered. And this tempo is helping them out quite a bit. No pass rush on this series so far.
Ellinger picked up 11. 1st down from the OU 34. Ellinger going deep. And intercepted! Woody Washington! Give me that! And that may seal it for Oklahoma.
A defense that has not been able to get any turnovers. Only 3 on the season coming into today's ball game, and then they've been able to get their hand on the football. There is a flag here really late. I think one of the OU players just took his helmet off on the field.
And partner, I believe, coming into this game, only 2 turnovers for Oklahoma, and they forced 3 today.
There's no foul on the play for unsportsmanlike conduct. It's 1st down.
Oklahoma football.
How about Woody Washington getting his chance? Little grab, gets away with it, and then goes up the ladder. Ball underthrown a touch, and Washington comes away with a huge interception. This OU defense standing tall in Red River.
Right now, the Sooners are 5 minutes away from winning another golden hat here at Red River as TJ Fletcher runs it straight ahead. Let's check in with Jenny Tao.
Well, Gus, as great as that play was from Woody Washington, let me tell you what Coach Grinch had to say. He was livid, pulling the entire defense together. They have been harping on finishing. It's the word everyone's been using. Pat Fields had recently pulled the secondary together, saying we need to end on a good note. That celebration was not Oklahoma defense. He was livid. The message was received, and I expect to see a little bit more discipline moving forward.
All right, thank you very much, Jen.
And here's the reason he did that, right? Texas 2 weeks ago, with 3 minutes and 13 seconds left, came back against Texas Tech down 15, right? So like, it's not over. This game there's still a lot to be had out there, and Ellinger knows it, and he's frustrated, and Texas has not played well, in particular in this half. They haven't scored in this half. They haven't stopped Oklahoma's run game, but this is where it comes down to defense and offensive line, right? Like, OU can in this game on the field with their offense if their offensive line can get it done. Legend.
I don't know. This Oklahoma team, especially on defense, there's a different talent level than Texas Tech, I would say, and they have been playing extremely well here in the second half. We'll see. Back to the Cotton Bowl, the 2020 Red River Showdown, and this game has been called a showdown, a rivalry, and a shootout. Not a shootout today. It's been a great game of big plays and defensive plays, especially for Oklahoma. Here's first Weiss, and look at that. Nice open field tackle. Jet Bush. And Texas calls a timeout, their final timeout. See what the Longhorns can do when they get it back. 31-17, 4:47 to go. Here in the fourth quarter, Lincoln Riley has to feel good about where his team is at this particular point. But remember, back-to-back weeks, they've blown leads. 21 points at home to Kansas State. 11 points last week, Iowa State. This ball takes a bounce and is down to midfield. Next up, Big 12 action continues on Fox as K-State faces the TCU Horned Frogs. That's coming your way next right here on Fox and streaming on the Fox Sports app. I'm looking forward to seeing that game when we go to the airport. Or maybe we could just drive. Joe, let's just drive over and watch the game. Think we can get in?
I'm sure. They've got fans.
I want to see my main man, Deuce.
Deuce, I can't wait to see him. I think Max Duggan found himself a nice rhythm last week in their big win in Austin. So that's going to be a great game in Fort Worth.
First down to 10 at midfield. Ellinger finds Ingram. Ingram trying to get out of bounds. Will not. That's because Woody Washington, he's had a game today, Woody.
Absolutely has, and he's in the game because they wanted to change some things up in the back end. Again, they've had all their starters back. They've started 90 games together back there, but they wanted to get new blood, fresh blood, and he's certainly paid that off with a huge game here today.
Ellinger on 2nd and 5. Going for it all. And incomplete. Joshua Moore, the intended receiver, but back deep. Jaden Davis. No flag on the play. Davis with great coverage.
Top of your screen, this has been a good battle all day long. And Jaden Davis is step for step, and then right here he goes back and reaches for the ball. They were definitely hand fighting right there. They're kind of both trying to fight off of one another. There's definitely some contact, but they've been letting them play down the field all day long. Been very consistent down the field, these officials have.
3rd down and 5 at the 45. Ellinger scrambles, picks up the first and even more. Ellinger still running. Dives forward. Texas still fighting. Trey Norwood stops him. Clock at 3:52.
Boy, if they can score somewhere short of that 3:15 mark, they're going to feel real good about themselves. And right there, offside from Benito, and they'll get a free 5 yards.
Defense. Number 11 was in the neutral zone, causing the offense to react. 5-yard penalty. It's first out.
And this is exactly why Alex Grinch was so animated on the sideline, as Jenny told us after their last series, that interception, because he knew they were going to be back on the field and in the pressure cooker, which they are right here in the last 3:47.
Sam Ellinger going through his progressions, buying time now. Dancing. Ellinger, and he'll just get rid of it. Great coverage in the secondary by Oklahoma. Nobody open.
There's a flag. It was thrown really late. the far side. Looks like that much time. I always think to myself like a defensive holding in the secondary.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense number 10, half the distance to the goal. It's first down.
I guess that's why nobody was open. Pat Fields got caught for a hold.
There's Pat Fields. Yep, absolutely. Holding Kai Money. Kai Money's trying to work away and work open for his quarterback. It was just being held.
First down and goal at the 9. Empty backfield for Sam Ehlinger. Whittington comes in motion. Ehlinger delivers, and it's caught. Touchdown, Texas. Joshua Moore.
And they get the job done. What a great series. Helped out by that hold, and they get the touchdown with 3:28 left. Man, credit Sam Ehlinger. He is running around back there. He has been beat up today and comes back and puts together a really good drive. And Joshua Moore to the pylon for 6. Lots of time, Gus. There is lots of time.
You said it, partner.
In this game.
Just when I thought that Texas was close to giving this game away, or giving up on this game, extra point is good, and they're right in it. That's because they've got a leader in Sam Ehlinger. He finds Joshua Moore, the redshirt sophomore. Alex Grinch knew. 31-24.
Enough guys down here at the top.
There it is. Takes a great bounce for Texas. Oh, man. Dicker, what a great onside kick.
That
timing just a little bit off for Epps.
That was perfect, wasn't it? I mean, the hop, and OU was not lined up correctly. They did not have enough guys down there, and that bounce right there. And Epps tries to go up for it, and it's just over his reach as he and Stockner.
For a kickoff out of bounds, and really on the field as Oklahoma touched the ball. The loose ball went out of bounds, so it is Oklahoma's ball, first down at that spot.
Oh, and OU is fortunate because that was a perfect execution of the onside kick, and Epps just couldn't quite get there. Epps is 6'6". Stogner for OU, he's also 6'6", and we had the rebound situation at the rim right there. That was a heck of a kick, and it just goes over his hand. So no timeouts now, and OU basically a first down here will likely do it.
Pledger right behind Spencer Rattler. And Rattler running it, and he'll be tackled for a big loss, and lost it. Oh my goodness. Oklahoma says they have it.
I think Creed Humphrey might be the one at the bottom of the pile with that ball.
The fumble recovered by the offense.
Actually, it's Hall.
Oh, is it Hall? Oh my
Jeremiah
gosh.
Hall. Wow.
Watch his, so Humphrey is right here, and he's the first one, and he kind of jumps down. Stockner's in there, and then Hall, 27, just goes in there and muscles it away. Oh, Herman thought that they had it. Oh my goodness. Rattler cannot run it again. He's got to hand the football off.
Gives it to Pledger. And Pledger crosses the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to run.
Gus, I'm sending the house at the running back here if I'm Texas. I am going to bait Spencer Rattler into pulling this ball and running it himself after that huge mistake. I know Rattler's not going to want to pull this ball. He's going to want to hand it off. There's no doubt in my mind. So I'm sending everybody I have with the flow towards the running back to get this stop if I'm Texas.
3rd down and 9. Stoops in motion. Rattler's going to throw it over the middle. Incomplete. Stockner, the intended receiver. Clock stops at 2:04. Texas out of timeouts. But they'll get it again with an eternity remaining. Remember what Sam Ehlinger told his coach at Texas Tech.
He said they left us too much time. We're going to go down and win the game. I can't believe they threw the ball. Gus, I can't believe they threw that ball. You're going to give them the ball back inside the 10-yard line. The way Munchau is punting, with about a minute 16 left.
No timeouts.
And no timeouts. Now they're going to have 2 full minutes. Boy, that's, you know, if it's successful, everyone talks about how brilliant you are, but I thought that should have been a run play. Granted, it's right in Stockner's hands, and he's got to catch that ball. Certainly, it's open. It was there. I get it. But this is why
I'm sure that every Oklahoma fan watching this game also, like you, thought that was going to be a run play.
100%. 100%. Way too much time left.
So Munchau, they need his best right here. Jamison will run it. He's got a lane. Jamison still on the move. Jamison. Deshaun Jamison with a good run, a flag down.
During the return, holding, receiving team, number 21, 10-yard penalty, first down, Texas.
And that's Crawford called for the hold. Eton Crawford, freshman from Tyler.
Going to be the top of your screen. Here's 21. Watch as they're kind of moving this way, and he gets hit, and then he just drags Brendan Radley-Hiles to the ground. And that's what was called. But here you go. You got a minute 52, no timeouts. Number 11 has been dreaming of playing for the Longhorns since he was a baby. Here's his shot. Stuff of legends right here.
From the 16. Ellinger in trouble. Ellinger throws. Incomplete. What's the mindset right here, partner? Flag on the play at the 16-yard line. You need to score. You have no timeouts. How do you work it up the field?
I'm trying not to be desperate, right? Because a desperate quarterback forces the football, and generally that ball is turned over, very similar to what Rattler did a week ago at Iowa State.
Out of the pass, holding, defense, number 10, 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
The number one thing for a quarterback here is you have got to be confident. When you get ready to throw that ball, you've got to step into it and throw with a supreme amount of confidence. Make sure you understand all the details, what you're reading, why you're reading it. Make sure your formation is correct and cut it loose.
Ellinger has confidence in spades. He steps up. Can he get out of bounds after the first? No! Look at that move, and he does. Clock stops at 1:34. Sam Ellinger. He's done this before this season in Lubbock against Texas Tech.
They've tried time and time again to take shots down the field. At some point, they're going to take another shot down the field on this series.
18-yard gain, 1st and 10 at the 44. Ellinger with time. Ellinger caught and out of bounds for Eagles.
And what has he had on the last 2 series? He's had time to throw the football. The pass rush was eating him up in the 3rd quarter, early in the 4th quarter, and now he has time to survey the field, and these defensive backs are not holding up. And you're seeing some separation with these wide receivers.
A 16-yard gain, 1st and 10 at the 40. Sam looking, drops it off incomplete. Malcolm Epps, the targeted receiver.
On the flip side, OU was very successful because they were aggressive. You know, Alex Grinch has got to think about trying to dial something up and send a pressure at Ellinger and try to get somebody in his face and get him to throw the ball before he wants to.
2nd down and 10 at the 40. The Oklahoma 40. Sam Ellinger wants to run. Ellinger on the move and a first down again. Confidence, maturity, leadership. This young man embodies all of those.
Gus, Oklahoma is falling into the same trap that Texas Tech did. Texas Tech tried to drop 8 guys in coverage, rush 3. There was no pass rush. Ellinger ate him up. He ran the football for big chunk yards. That's exactly what OU's doing. OU has got to pressure right here, and they're going to take a timeout and talk about it.
Remember, Texas has no timeouts remaining. 31-24, 1:12 to play. Lincoln Riley is going to be questioned about throwing that football.
Well, if he didn't and ran the football, you're sitting there at this point, and there's about 32 seconds left, somewhere around there, 40 seconds left. It's a much different dynamic. That's certainly the case.
First down and 10 of the 30 for Ellinger. Sam Ellinger with all day to throw a flag on the play. Thrown to the sideline, and it's a catch by Joshua Moore, but there is a flag.
Offense number 70, 10-yard penalty. It's first down.
Here's why that timeout was so important, is because you got a little bit of a breather for those defensive linemen. And there, Isaiah Thomas again beating Christian Jones around the edge, and Jones had no choice but to drag him down. And now this is a precarious situation here, and you've got to start thinking about how quickly you can get back up to the line of scrimmage, and Sam's got to be careful about where he's throwing this football over the middle of the field, because it's going to take a lot of time to get to the next snap.
First and 20 at the 40. Ellinger lines up, caught over the middle at the 20-yard line. Joshua Moore, a 19-yard gain on first and 20. Clock at 50 seconds, 2nd and 1. Ellinger hands it off. Ingram picks up the first down. Clock stops.
Only temporarily. They'll set the chains, and then they'll wind it again, and it'll be wound right now. So now we're going to be 30 seconds and under.
First down and 10 at the 17. Ellinger slides, delivers, incomplete. Tariq Black, the intended receiver. Clock stops at 24 seconds. 2nd and 10. Texas out of timeouts. Oklahoma has 1.
And because of that, Gus, he cannot take a sack. It basically ends the game. It would be very difficult to get back on the line of scrimmage. Texas has to get that ball past the 12-yard line in order to get the clock stopped if they're going to complete the ball short of the goal line.
2nd and 10. Ellinger steps up. Incomplete. And a flag. Wow! Kai Money, the intended receiver. Pat Fields flagged on the play with 18 seconds to go.
Here's the coverage down the field. Kai Money's going for the ball.
Defense number 10, 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
And there's the grab on the right shoulder. You see his right hand full of jersey pulling the right shoulder back. Alex Grinch doesn't like it, but boy, how about this?
Kai Money, the walk-on, gives Texas a first down and goal at the 2.
Now, Gus, you really shouldn't run the football here. Even though your best play is probably running a quarterback power, you got to think about trying to throw it here because of the clock.
First down and goal at the 2. 18 seconds remaining in regulation. Sam Ellinger in the gun. Moore in motion. Ellinger jump pass. Touchdown Texas. Whoa! Sam Ellinger. Unbelievable. Hero. Leader. Texan.
What a read. OU finally tried to blitz, and Ellinger made them pay. They come off to the left side. Running back into the flat, wide open.
Cameron Dicker looking to equalize, and he does.
You got a veteran on the other side. It's not just about the situation. His biggest enemy is always the clock, in particular with no timeouts.
Here's Rambo, gets an opportunity to return it. And Rambo just sticks his nose in it. And with 8 seconds left, Oklahoma will take over. Our score, 31-31. Now Spencer Rattler. Fourth quarter's continuing to be a problem for Oklahoma. Blown leads continuing. But this time, Lincoln Riley's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame for that throw
on third down. Yeah, I agree. And on the other side, because we didn't get to touch on it, but Tom Herman had a decision there, right? Go for 2 in the win or kick the extra point. Here's why he kicked the extra point, and that was the correct decision. OU's offense has been stuck in neutral for the better part of the second half of the fourth quarter, while the Texas offense is in 5th gear, or should I say 11th, with Sam Ellinger. And now that guy has got a chance to win Red River in OT.
Oklahoma won that overtime game in 1996, 30-27. So Ellinger and the Longhorns on offense first. Ingram in motion. We start overtime. Ellinger near side. Whittington. Pat Fields with a tackle.
One of the mistakes I always see from teams as they get into overtime, in particular teams that have big comebacks in order to force overtime, is they go back to their base offense. And here's the thing, Gus, their base offense put them in the hole to begin with. I would have come back out and gotten into that 2-minute type of rhythm that they just used to go down the field.
Second down and 9 at the 24. Sam Ellinger winds up in the end zone. Incomplete. No flag on the play. Eagles kind of turned around. Felt that he may have been held.
I think
Radley Hiles defensively.
Yeah, Radley Hiles gets away with a lot of contact and a lot of grabbing. You see how he's grabbing. He's got all sorts of contact as he's trying to defend, turning him down. Then he puts his arms up. Herman wanted the call. I think he probably should have gotten it.
Third down and 9 at the 24. Ellinger in the pocket, underneath, caught at a first down. Jordan Whittington, the redshirt freshman.
Can't ask your defensive backs to cover this long. Great job by the offensive line. Check out this pocket. Ellinger works, then finally gets to Whittington down the field for the conversion.
And Joel, what happened to the
catch for a first down? Play is under review.
Joel, what happened to the Oklahoma pass rush?
I think they just got tired, and that's been an issue.
5 sacks for OU today. Remember, they had 9 in this game last year.
They're trying to look at the spot, not necessarily whether he secured the catch or not, because it was pretty clearly a good catch, and I think that they were looking at exactly where the catch was made. He was, I thought, clearly beyond the line to gain, not even close. I mean, all he had to do was get to the 15-yard line. It's pretty clear, so this should be a quick review. Herman did not like it because, again, he wanted that rhythm. You know, one of the things, though, Gus, is, yeah, Oklahoma's a bit gassed maybe up front, right? They've been trying.
Ruling on the field of a catch is confirmed. It's first down.
But they've also stopped blitzing. You know, we've seen some of those opportunities for Asamoah and Deshaun White and Nick Bonito and all those guys, and they've stunted and gotten loose a little bit. John Michael Terry now in the game, number 40. And that they've been dropping back in coverage more, and that has not worked in the last couple of series. And I would expect for them to try to pressure Ehlinger a little bit here as they get closer to the goal line.
First down at the 14 for Texas. Here in overtime, Ehlinger keeps it. Ehlinger hits the edge. Sam out of bounds inside the 5, and another first down. Asamoah with the saving tackle. This kid is brilliant.
I tell you what, man, there is just no quit. They were lifeless for the second half. The third quarter, it was like Texas wasn't even out here participating. Lincoln Riley's bunch was owning this game, and then Sam Ehlinger took over.
First down and goal at the 3. Keontae Ingram in the backfield. Play fake. Sam Ehlinger rolls, looks. Sam! Oh, touchdown! Texas! Big Sam does it again! Man, he's got broad shoulders. He's got this entire team and school on his back right now in Red River.
Rolling, looking downfield. They weren't going to hand that off. Remember, Ingram fumbled last week. This was all going to be Sam outside of the pocket, finds the opening, and leaps into the end zone.
What a day for Sam Ehlinger. And now, Cameron Dicker, extra point good. 38-31 in overtime. Oklahoma has to score a touchdown.
3 straight weeks.
Unbelievable.
OU has been down, or excuse me, up by double digits. And now Texas 21 unanswered. They were dead to rights in this game. They were dead to rights against Texas Tech as well. And he calmly brought them back. And he calmly brought his club back today. Ehlinger's been brilliant.
In a few moments, some of you in Kansas and Texas will be taken to the start of K-State TCU. That game is also available on FS2 and streaming live on the Fox Sports app. We will get you out there at the immediate conclusion of our game. If you are leaving us but want to watch our game, we are also available on the app.
Those of you in Texas, I'm sorry.
So here's Oklahoma. Rattler, the redshirt freshman. Can he respond? Buys time. Crosses the line of scrimmage. Still running. Great run for Spencer Rattler. Finally tackled by Osai.
And there's a Longhorn down. Far side of the field. I think that's B.J. Foster, number 25. They're already down one safety. Caden Stearns was unable to go. He had a toe injury coming in. Tried it out in warm-ups, was unable to go, so it's been Chris Brown and B.J. Foster.
I tell you what, though, as the player is looked at on the field, Sam Ehlinger, what a leader. Just a great player, one of the greats in the history of Texas football. And he knew from an early age that being the quarterback at the University of Texas was in his future.
Who are you, Sam?
Chris Sims, Child New York.
I'm Kristen. You're Kristen? Woo!
Oh, my goodness. Been Longhorn for a long time, partner.
Dreaming of playing here, and there's one game that you dream of playing in when you dream of playing for Texas, and it's this one. And in his 4th Red River, he saved the best for last. He's played great against OU in his career, but nothing like this. It hasn't been. His stats might not show that this was his best game against OU. This was his best game against OU. 28 of 47, 358 total yards, 5 total touchdowns, and that 1 interception. Still a lot of football left here. 2nd and short for OU.
From the 17, Rattler with the handoff. Major tries to get outside. No, Rattler keeps it and picks up the first down. Great deception for Spencer Rattler as he gains 3 and a first down OU.
That's Jeremiah Hall, number 27. It's a big loss for him because he's on the field quite a bit as their H-back. Moves around, very talented. They love to get him out of the backfield into the flat. In particular, once they get into the red zone, he's a mismatch on linebackers because of his quickness and ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. So
what a season here. What a season it's been for us so far, partner. First, we see Arkansas State win at Kansas State.
That's right.
And then in our second game, Kansas State wins at Oklahoma. Then last week, TCU wins at Texas. Texas comes into Red River as the underdogs, down, and now, here in overtime, they're up 38-31.
This is the thing about overtime, though, is that momentum is hard to sustain because of field position, right? I mean, he's going right back out there at the 25.
Do you like the current system of how they play overtime, or would you just like them to play a regular period of football?
I don't love this, but I don't love the NFL's version either. I just think that this sport in general doesn't lend itself to a great overtime setup.
So Hall walks off on his own. That's a good sign for OU.
Should be noted, Gus, that in really big moments this year, Spencer Rattler has made critical errors and forced the football. We're about to find out if he's learned from those mistakes. Generally, you don't make big mistakes twice. Usually the good players don't. He's got to take what the defense gives. He's got to make sure that he understands what coverage is being run opposite him, and he knows where he's going with the football.
First down at the Texas 13 for Rattler. He needs a touchdown. Marcus Major now in the backfield. Rattler underneath, safe play. Stogner open, finding a soft spot.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Stogner was clearly the #1 receiver in the progression. He was open, he gets the ball. That's managing the offense, and that's what Rattler has done here in this second half. After he got benched in the first half, he's come out here and he's tried to play disciplined football for OU. That has to continue here in these big moments.
2nd and 6 at the 9. Oklahoma still with a chance at another first down. Stoops in motion. Rattler hands it off. Major hit behind the line of scrimmage and tackled for a loss.
Well, here you go.
Osai, Overshown, Graham, all in on the play. 3rd down and 8.
Biggest 2 snaps of the football that OU has. Clearly 4-down territory. You don't have to force the ball past the chains. Rambo's getting a lot of cushion at the top of the screen.
Here's Rattler looking. Rattler sliding. Touchdown! Oklahoma. Stogner climbed the ladder and comes down with it. Great throw by Rattler.
Wow. What a play from Stogner, and really a brilliant throw from Rattler. I mean, he kind of forces the ball into coverage here. And this is where he's going the whole time. He wants 6'6" against 6'1". And over there, it looks like Jalen Green even gets away with a little bit of a hold, but that's like feeding the postman. Throws it up high. Stogner comes down with strong hands.
Burkich for the tie. And it's good. 38-38. Guess what, folks? We've got some more football coming from Dallas. The Red River Showdown has certainly turned out to be a shootout. Down and goal here in the second overtime. Oklahoma's going for it. Spencer Rattler, the redshirt freshman. White knuckler for both teams, both fan bases. Marcus Major, the deep man. Rattler 6'1".
Texas took a timeout.
Prior to the start, Texas takes their one and only timeout of this overtime period.
206 to be exact on 50 carries.
Pledger on the field, along with Jeremiah Hall, the H-back, number 27. Pledger, the deep man. 4th down and goal. Quarterback sneak. Rattler, touchdown OU. So Lincoln Riley gambles, and it pays off.
And he leaned on probably his best player. I know he doesn't touch the football except for the snap, I guess, on every single play, but Creed Humphrey just get behind big 56. Gets a nice push there from Tyrese Robinson, number 52, the right guard. And Rattler, 6'1", 205, gets across that goal line. Good push. Look at that push in there. Even Adrian Ely, 59, with a good push as well.
Burkich in to attempt the extra point. And it's good. 45-38. Spencer Rattler.
Something tells me he just loves it, right? It's like he wanted him to score. He loves these moments of pressure.
Texas starts with the 25. First down. Ingram in the backfield with Sam Ehlinger. Ehlinger thinking about running it. Goes forward and is lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. I tell you what, Isaiah Thomas, the redshirt junior, number 95 from Tulsa, has had a heck of a football game today.
He sure has. And think about it, that was back-to-back offensive series now in those overtimes with OU's offense. So this defense, Gus, has had a little time to rest. We'll see if they're more fresh, in particular on that defensive line, who was clearly winded at the end of the game.
2nd down and 10. Ehlinger in trouble. Ehlinger gets downfield. Ehlinger still running. Ehlinger on his feet. Holy Toledo! Big Sam! Whoa! Rushing day. Cameron Dicker has to make the extra point. Good. 45-45. 45-45. We head to our 3rd overtime period.
And in this 3rd overtime, now they're going to have to start going for 2 if they score touchdowns. So get your popcorn ready. I guess right now it's like get your 3rd bucket of popcorn ready.
And your Raisinets.
That's right.
And your Diet Dr. Pepper.
That's right. And by the way, those of you that may or may not have wanted a high score today, you were sure glad overtime came.
There you go. So Ehlinger and Texas, they'll start first from the 25. Whittington in motion. Ehlinger running it. And Ehlinger diving forward inside the 20. Pat Fields.
You know, the word that keeps coming to mind right now with Sam, and I don't want to make this all just, it's not an individual sport. And listen, they fought hard, and the offensive line has given them time late in the game in particular to get down the field. But his will, you know, I mean, Gus, you can almost, being here in the stadium, you can almost feel Ehlinger's will right now on this game.
Gain of 6 on the last play. 2nd down and 4. Sam Ehlinger, quick strike. Whittington with space and the first down. Pat Fields brings him down.
Good, nice, easy completions on the outside. Good blocking over there from Eagles in front of Whittington. Now they'll switch sides here, and Joshua Moore will come down to the short side of the field, and Whittington will have some space there at the top side.
First down at the 15. Big Sam sprints out, looks, and he just gets rid of it. Nice catch. He threw it to the ex-receiver.
Oh,
maybe Sam got a little confused. He saw that the ex-receiver there.
Wonderful catch.
Second down and 10. from the 15.
Oh, watch out for the quarterback draw here. No linebackers in there. Now Radley Hiles is going to come in the middle of the field.
Ellinger dancing and incomplete. So that brings up a very important third down and long. Nick Bonito, Isaiah Thomas with pressure.
Well, I keep stressing though, he's had too much time. He's had way too much time to throw. If he gets that amount of time, he's going to make them pay. These defensive backs, they're just getting tired. They can't cover for that long. They've got to find a pass rush here.
Third down 10 from the 15. Who's in shape is the question. Ellinger. Sam breaking tackles. And goes down, Nick Bonito. The Sooners trying to break Texas's serve here.
Well, and Bonito did a great look. He's just kind of eyeing Sam. He's the spy for Ellinger to run, and then that's when Ellinger breaks contain, and he's there to bring him down. Nice call by Alex Grinch to spy Ellinger, who has really hurt Oklahoma with his feet here late in the game. And there Bonito was assigned to the quarterback, and he brings him down.
So Dicker comes on to attempt a 32-yard field goal.
Was Perion Winfrey. It was. Look at his left hand is up there. He comes in as a junior college transfer, as one of the most highly recruited junior college players in the country. They desperately needed help. Alex Grinch couldn't even watch. His back is to the play. And Winfrey is able to get the push he needs to block the kick. Not so fast, Turner Yell says.
So Oklahoma, what's the philosophy in this kind of scenario, Joel?
I would run the football, maybe a screen at best. Burkich is one of the most accurate kickers in the country. You've got a great kicking game. You just don't want it to be somewhere where it's 42, 44, or 45 yards.
Pledger. Remember, Gabe Burkich, the kicker for Oklahoma, missed the first field goal of his career last week at Iowa State, a 54-yarder on the final play of the first half. But he came back and kicked a career-long 51-yarder in the second half. He's a preseason All-America and first-team All-Big 12er. 17 for 17 and 51 for 51 last season. The only kicker in the nation who made all of his field goals and all of his PATs last year. Rattler throws, finds Jeremiah Hall. He'll lean forward, pick up a first down. Oklahoma in range now.
Nice safe play call. In particular to Hall, who can get out there. I've talked about how much of a weapon he is once he comes out of the backfield. But now you're looking at, Gus, like a 32-yard field goal. That's a chip shot for Burkich. So now it's about run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. If you pop it for a touchdown, great, you win the game. If not, Burkich kicks it. He's one of the most accurate kickers
in all of college football.
And you probably win the game.
Marcus Major in the backfield. They give it to him. And he'll pick up the first.
Riley's probably even thinking to himself.
I mean, I would think that he'd want to kick it right now, Joel, just to make sure nothing bad happens.
Well,
a fumble.
You don't need to, so you can. I don't think it's that pressing. I think he might kick it on third down, just in case there's some sort of a snap issue. But at this point now, it's just about run game.
First down.
And ball security, Gus.
Rattler just gets to the center of the field and goes down.
Yeah, and he'll kick it on second down. So that was just placing the football. Hey, Burkich, where do you want it? I want it right in the middle, coach. Great. Rattler, get down in the middle of the field. And let's kick the field goal and win Red River.
So here comes Gabe Burkich. He's been almost perfect in his career. The redshirt sophomore from Charlton, Ohio. "31 yards away.
Timeout called by Texas. That's their one and only of this overtime period.
There's not much you can do if you're Texas except try to get a great push, maybe on the outside, great jump, and try to get a hand up like Perrion Winfrey was able to do in the last series. Well, there it was. Winfrey, you saw him get great push. Gets that left hand up there, blocks the kick. Now OU is going to have a chance to win it. Texas is overloading the right side of the OU offensive line here. That's where OU just put their best offensive lineman and most experienced offensive lineman. Adrian Ely, 59, Creed Humphrey, 56.
Gabe Burkich for the win. 31 yards away. Oh, he sacked it! Whoa! We start the fourth overtime. Rattler. Quick throw. Incomplete. Sean Jameson knocks that out of the hands of Charleston Rambo.
Boy, Jameson's been really good in coverage, hasn't he? Right at the catch point. As they were trying to get that back shoulder fade to Rambo.
Second down and 10 to the 25. Rattler again to throw it. Steps up in the pocket. Throws in the run. Jake Stokes! Touchdown OU! Spencer Rattler put on a dime. That's right. I'm a five-star. When I came out of Arizona, I was the best in the country. I'm going to show you now.
This was beautiful. Watch as Stoops works the middle of the field and then just keeps going. And right here, he knows I'm wide open. Looks back at his quarterback. Rattler finds him. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Beautiful throw from Rattler and an equally great route from Stoops because he felt the space and he occupied that space, giving his quarterback a target. Drake Stoops. Somewhere I know your dad is proud.
That's right. Scored a touchdown.
Jaron Thompson left the game at one point. So to me, Gus, that means that you try to put the safeties in conflict. He puts the ball on the left hash. I would look for them to try to run some sort of pick play where you're getting the inside receiver running out like Drake Stoops, trying to come this way and get a pick on the inside defender.
So here comes a two-point conversion. Rattler sprints out, timing throw, got it, touchdown Weiss. Or two-point conversion Weiss. Theo Weiss.
Well, that was a beautiful throw, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
They call this sprint right option. It's just a dead sprint out to the right side, and then you're going to have a couple of guys out there in the flat, and that's the only spot he can throw it. Lincoln Riley told us this week that Rattler throws the ball on the run outside of the pocket as well as any quarterback he has coached at this point in his career. And
from the 25, Ellinger sidesteps, drops it off. Whittington, and he crawls forward. Whittington finally brought down by Pat Fields.
Nice open field tackle there, but a beautiful route by Whittington. I love Whittington's game. Ellinger found him in the flat.
Ellinger hands it off this time to Robinson. And Bijan Robinson, the freshman with some power running. First down. I don't know, man. This may turn out to be a war of attrition.
You're exactly right. That game a few years ago between LSU and Texas A&M down in College Station comes to mind. That was obviously just an incredible game. Kellen Mond and Joe Burrow going back and forth. And here it's Rattler and Ellinger going back and forth here in Dallas.
One a redshirt freshman, another a senior. First and goal at the 9. Ellinger runs it. And Ellinger gets back to the line of scrimmage. A flag on the play, though. And Isaiah Thomas is hurt.
Holding, offense number 75. 10 yards from the previous spot. It's first down.
That's Junior Ongalau, the left guard.
So first down and goal, but from the 19. Sam Ellinger drops it off. And is it a completion?
They don't want it.
Cade Brewer.
He should have dropped it. It moves him back. That's going to be a loss of yardage.
It looked like that ball hit the ground. That ball hit the ground.
I thought it did too from our seat.
Ruling on the field.
Yeah, that's an incomplete pass.
And that'll, I mentioned.
Ball hit the ground. It's an incomplete pass. Ball be returned to the previous spot at the 19-yard line. It's second down.
Let's dream a little bit here, partner.
Yes, sir.
Could you imagine if we had our regular crowd at this year's game?
Oh. Don't tease me.
Wow. Second down goal at the 19.
You know, these situations, long yardage, because it's been Sam's feet that have got him out of trouble.
Ellinger winds up, picked off, and that's your ball game. Trey Brown, and that'll be the story of this game for Oklahoma. The Oklahoma defense forcing turnovers like never before. 53-45. OU wins it in a